Welcome back. A University of Georgia student who fractured his skull in a ski accident just hit an important milestone in his recovery.
Today, Aiden Slipsager graduated from his rehab program at the Shepherd Center right here in Atlanta.
Attention everyone, we have a very special graduation. This guy.
Yay. Look at all the cheers and the therapy dog there even to celebrate. Last month, Aiden was skiing with his dad and a friend in Colorado when the accident happened. With community support, his family was able to raise more than $100,000 to get him a medical flight to the Shepherd Center. Aiden is walking and talking, but there's still a long road of recovery ahead. He will spend at least the next 6 months in outpatient therapy.